when I first learned that Faye was like there's no history of her like in the database whatsoever, I was like, what? Are you kidding me? I didn't think for 1 second that she was an imaginary friend at all.
Nope. That never crossed my mind either.
Yeah,
Indeed,
so
that was
good
quite
job.
a shock.
Good job on that, game developers. You really had us.
Mm-hmm.
And we all right, so
Yes.
but yeah. Just that was a uh very emotional thing there. I'd
Mm-hmm.
say even more emotional than To the Moon, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, because
Because
uh, because To the Moon will always have a special place in my heart.
mhm,
But I think I like this one a little bit more because Colin kept his memories.
mhm,
He kept the choices that he made and, was just able to say goodbye to his imaginary friends. So I love that a lot more. Like, I
mhm,
understand, like, the wish of the previous game, like,
mhm,
because he was trying to make a promise to his wife before he forgot who she was and such. So it was still really sweet,
mhm,
but at the same time, Collins was a lot more sweeter because he wanted to live with his regrets and mistakes and choices and just enjoy the life that he had, which I think is a
mhm.
good message for everybody.
Oh, for sure.
But what were you trying to say, Lassie? Like you were trying to say something else, and I just wanted to inter bleh.
Interblay. It's all right. It happens. But I was going to say that uh, for me, To the Moon didn't have as much impact because I couldn't relate to it as much as I could to this one. And I've already pointed out like the different things that I could relate to this sort of subject matter.
Mm-hmm. Like I could relate but yeah, like this one definitely was strong. Like the loneliness and imagination and all that. I just hope that I could be like Colin and just like we were ever if we were ever offered this kind of thing in life to like have our memories change, that I would say like, nah, I'm good. I don't need that. I'm
I don't
happy with
think
my
I would even
friends.
want my. I don't think I would even want my brain touched by
Yeah,
these
Exactly. Leave
people.
that alone.
Yeah.
indeed.
The brain is a fickle thing already. Do something
Mm-hmm.
wrong, just one little thing, and the rest is just thrown out of whack.
Mm-hmm. But no, like I agree with a lot of your points, Lassie. Like this was a pretty good game. I'm very curious about the mini-sodes, since apparently they're free and are
Mm-hmm.
on the To the Moon thing. So I'm curious about that. And since I've never experienced them, so we'd be going in blind. And
Mm-hmm.
and of course a bird's story, which I believe has to do with Colin and such.
Mm-hmm.
And I will
And
say that someone that we know, uh, I won't say his name, but our dungeon master told me after we started recording for Finding Paradise that we should have played or we should have experienced a bird story first. But I was like, oh well, I'm sure we'll do it after.
yeah, oops.
Oopsie doopsie doo. Oh well.
Oh well.
We will
Yeah.
survive. We're stronger than
And
this.
Yeah. It's one of our regrets, but I'm sure we'll get over it. That's what we learned from this game.
Yes. So what about you, Kalma? What did you think, sweetie?
Faye freaked me out. I did not like her. Because she was a jerk most of the time to
Well,
Colin, and
yes, we agree
she
with
didn't
that.
need to be. Why did you think of a mean imaginary friend? Because I had an imaginary friend. He was my best friend and everything, but he was nice to me and everything. So I don't understand why Colin feels the need to torture himself. If you're gonna make
Oh,
up imaginary
well,
friend, be nice to
like,
yourself.
I think Colin, I kind of can relate to Colin because I'm mean to myself. I know it's awful, but I'm like the nastiest person to myself. So in some regard, I can understand. But she had
Yeah.
her moments, like she got me teared up a couple
Yeah.
times when she was actually not a jerk.
Yeah. Yeah, I was also under the impression that when it comes to an imaginary friend and you're using that for a coping mechanism, you would want the other person to be nice to you, even if they are imaginary. And but at the same time, it's it's strangely understandable. We are our own worst critics,
Oh yeah.
and I'm sure I'm sure that Faye, when she was being mean spirited and everything, that it was a reflection of how Colin viewed himself, his insecurities, and how other people
Exactly.
viewed him. So
Exactly. That's what I was thinking too, yeah. Lassie just says it a lot better than I could.
no.
I can note that because I am a critic to myself too, but I can stand it if I insult myself. It's when other people do, I can't take it, so I don't understand. I already had enough people in my life that would tear me to shreds. Why would I want to invent someone to do it for me? When
Mhm.
I could just breathe and someone could tell me, "Oh, you're breathing wrong. You're not doing this right." So,
Okay, first of all, group freaking hug because dang nabbit, I love you both.
Group hugs.
And you have every right to breathe, Kalma. Breathe.
We all deserve to
and
breathe.
me. Well, my nose is not letting me breathe, but that's different.
Oh,
but
I'm sorry you're sick, dude.
but yeah, just to make a long story short, I really enjoyed this game. Like I said, it definitely took me by surprise, but we still don't have any information about Neil. Dang,
No.
No, we
freaking
don't.
nanet.
What
I
are
am
you hiding?
indeed. I'm
Before
so
I beat it
angry.
out of you, Neil.
I guess we just have to play the other games.
I guess so.
I guess.
So rude.
I know.
Extremely.
The audacity.
The
The
unmitigated gall.
Mitigate.
But that was Finding Paradise, and I guess next time we'll either play a bird story or the mini-sode. So until then, this is Masky,
This is Lassie.
And Kelma.
and we will see you all next time.
Stay
Bye
classy.
bye.